All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Nicovelli TV.
Yeah, check it out. My name is James Serrano, and
You on Nicovelli,
this is Nicovelli TV.
and
And
we here to talk about no other than the great man and Kobe Bryant, man.
yeah, we're here to talk about none other than the great man that we just lost, Kobe Bryant.
How do you feel about that, man? Let me start this off by asking you, where were you when you first heard the news that Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter
I
crash?
was in my cousin's house, and I really wasn't even. I didn't even know that happened until I really looked at the news. I was like, wow, it's like Bernie Mac when he passed. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe, he was something else. Like I said, I'm not a fan of no team, but Kobe, Michael Jordan, all those guys, those are legendary people. They will be missed, especially Kobe.
Yeah. Now, was you a Laker fan? You said you wasn't a Laker fan, right?
Well, I am, and like I said, I'm not a fan of no team, but
You gotta respect this game.
I respect Kobe 100%. Michael Jordan, it's just top players. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad that we lost somebody that's young too. He was real young.
He was only 41 years
41
old, man.
years old, man. So that really got. I'm 50 years old, so you could imagine. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Now, when I first heard about this, right, my daughter presented the news to me, and I was like, "That's a hoax." That's the first thing I said, because you hear a lot of crazy shit, especially when it comes to the media. You gotta,
Exactly.
but it was on TMZ.
That's right. It's all over.
It was all over the media. And
right.
what's even more sad is that he lost his daughter as well.
And she was following his footsteps. He even made a big thing about it, to teach her how to play, to get better at what she was doing. So they were like real close to each other. They were like the closest. I've seen that bond they had together. It's just sad that they both passed away too. And 7 other people behind that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's a legend right there. You'll never have another Kobe Bryant. You'll never have nobody like that ever in your life. Maybe somebody that act like him, but nobody like Kobe.
Well, greatness always
It gets better.
emulates greatness. Like we had Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan emulated Dr. J. Kobe Bryant emulated Michael Jordan. I mean, greatness follow greatness. So hopefully, there'll be other players who will continue the legacy. I know that LeBron James said that he would do that. But speaking of LeBron James, his name is mentioned a lot concerning Kobe Bryant's death. He just recently surpassed Kobe's score for the all scoring. All right. The day before the infamous helicopter crash, Kobe Bryant was seen on his sneakers with the captions written, "Black Mama Forever,"
What?
with the initials Kobe Bryant.
Wow. That's so weird.
There's also been a post of someone who tweeted in 2012 that Kobe Bryant would die in a helicopter crash.
Wow.
2012, 8 years prior to the incident. And it was someone who posted a cartoon of Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter 3 years
Before it happened.
before it happened.
That sounds like a conspiracy. More like they pretty much they had it all planned. It's almost like
The Illuminati?
yeah, like JFK when his son, he said the fact that the Kennedys were cursed. So his son, the youngest one, died in a plane crash along with his wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they always said that they were cursed. I don't know if that's
But
the
back
case.
to Kobe, with Kobe, excuse me. Do you think that's the case with him? Do that sound like
No.
too of a coincidence?
No, that doesn't
That
sound
LeBron James will put sneakers on that says "Black Mama Forever"?
Yeah,
Don't
that
that
is
sound
weird.
like a writing that you give it to someone who passes away?
Yeah, that's true. That's like saying rest in peace. I mean, it's more to it than meets the eye. If you think about it, when people throw out things like that, it's almost like codes, or what they say, to manipulate the words itself that have us thinking that it's one thing, but it really isn't. It's whatever it is that they're putting. You know what I'm saying? They know the mark. It's a mark.
Okay,
It's pretty much a
now, if Kobe Bryant was still alive, do you think he would have had a career path as far as going into coaching?
Yeah, I think so.
Think he would have coached some NBA teams eventually?
I think it would have been. It would have opened. That door was reopened all over again once his daughter started to show that she wanted to play. basketball, you know.
Right.
So that gave him more of a push all over because he retired completely, you know. So I think to me that his daughter was trying to get him back at the same time. It encouraged him to go ahead and proceed, you know what I'm saying? To make other people wanting to do the same thing, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Other
Right.
kids. I
Okay.
believe, yeah, I believe that.
You believe that?
Yes, I do.
Now, you old enough to know about the past relationship between Shaq and Kobe. How you feel about that? Because it was a time that they was at war with each other.
But I mean, you know,
They buried the hatchet,
they buried the hatchet, right?
which is a good thing. You know, you never know. You know
That's
what
true.
tomorrow brings, man.
That's true. From what I hear in YouTube and a lot of things about what's going on with Shaq and all of these people, it's a society that pretty much it speaks for itself because honestly, you know, they're underground, so they're incognito. They don't want to be a part of us because they pretty much control the media. So what we can't control is that the media. The media controls everything and everyone that's connected to it. So if you don't do what the media says, you're pretty much done.
Why you say that?
I say that because look at Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, he had to leave because they offered him a substantial amount, way more money than he had. And what happened
Oh,
was,
to wear a dress.
there you go, to humiliate himself. Like the Illuminati is freaky like that. You know what I'm saying? Why would Dave Chappelle break out? Why would he even actually make a live show and talk about what happened in the process? Next thing you know, his hideout in a farm, he come out of it like nothing after a while. You know what I'm saying? He come out of it like nothing.
Oh, we almost done. I got a few more questions. Now, concerning Kobe, he's no longer with us. Do you think? Matter of fact, it's not even a matter of thinking. It's when. How quick do you think it's going to take for them to induct this man in the Hall of Fame?
I think it's gonna start pretty fast. It's not gonna take too long at all. You know what I mean? It's not gonna take too long at all. I mean, you're pretty much worth more dead than you are alive. You know? So it's pretty much what it is, you know?
Now, when you say you're worth more dead than you are alive, do you think the NBA is profiting
Well, you
off
know,
of Kobe,
I look at it
being that he's no longer with us?
Yeah, there has to be a profit being made regardless. Even if they didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? That's a little hard to push right there. But I believe that everybody in this world that's famous, you know what I'm saying, or that's about to be famous, you know, the thing is that when you get to a certain level in life, you know, especially fame, you pretty much worth more dead than you're alive. You're worth more dead than you're alive, man.
Now, another thing concerning the pilot who's flying the helicopter. You
There's
understand?
something awkward about him.
Because I was told that the city of Los Angeles concerning the flying, that it was a fog out
Yep.
and not to fly. Why do you think this man took it upon himself to not to listen to those instructions, those crucial instructions concerning being a pilot and fly the plane, the helicopter anyway? Some say because of Kobe being who he is, he probably put the demand out. Listen, I know we shouldn't fly, but how true you think that may be? Do that sound credible that maybe Kobe Bryant himself?
Well, like what you're saying, that he took over the wheel, like he wanted to fly the helicopter himself, that's what you're saying? Or,
Not that he wanted to fly, Kobe Bryant,
yeah.
but the fact that why would the pilot fly under those conditions?
True, I agree with that. I said the same thing too. I mean, it's an obvious thing, but at the same time, it's common sense. You know, why would you want to go in a storm when you see all this lightning and stuff? Even though you got an Apache helicopter, you can fly right through it. But no, without getting zapped by lightning or something like that, I don't understand that. If you know that the shit is right there, why would you even risk it? You know, you by yourself, regardless. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, you got family members. You know, you have people that have family. You know what I'm saying? So they lost a lot. You know, they lost 9 people, even including the pilot. So to me, I look at it like this. I don't understand why he couldn't change his mind and look at it as common sense. You know, let's get out of this. You know, it continued. To me, it could have been a mind control thing. It could have been anything.
When you say mind control
Mind
thing,
control.
meaning
Like,
I'm Kobe Bryant, I insist that we get in this helicopter
Yeah, or something.
and we go to my daughter, because they was going to a game that his daughter was about to play.
Right.
You know, his daughter's on the Huskies and whatnot. You know, they just retired her number. They put her jersey up.
That's crazy. I'm bugged out. I couldn't even believe it when I found out about it, and I thought they were cheering him on. I wasn't really looking at the news, but when I said the death of Kobe Bryant, I'm like, what? Hold on. I seen
Oh,
this
so when
big
you
cheering.
found out about the death of Kobe Bryant, it was during the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
It
was
was like,
playing? Like when,
they were showing him back in the days when he won the championship and stuff like that, and how he idolized Michael Jordan was his idol. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I know certain things for about Kobe, Shaq, and Michael Jordan and stuff like that. How they really look up to each other.
Well,
So
we all know there would never be another Kobe
no,
Bryant,
there
man.
definitely will never be that. I agree with that. And
You
like I
know.
said, I'm not a fan of no basketball, baseball, nothing, football, nothing. But I like to watch it now and then. And yeah, I know who's who and who's not. You
Right.
know what I mean?
And Kobe Bryant was a force to be reckoned with,
Oh,
man.
definitely, man.
Uh,
Definitely.
all right, my man. I want to thank you for your time,
You
man.
got it.
Coming on Nicovelli TV, where we giving a tribute out to no other than Mr. Kobe
That's right.
himself,
Gonna
man.
miss you, Kobe.
Peace.